Hey everybody, I'm Joel Madden, and this is Artist Friendly. On this episode, I'm talking with Grammy-nominated country artist Mickey Guyton. Let's go.
Smoking on piff, that's my kind. I don't want no bad times. I don't want to have bad.
I feel like that's the most important thing in life is, are your kids healthy?
Yeah.
And then are they happy?
Yeah.
Right? Are they going through the world and developing?
Yeah.
And then everything else is just details.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like my son, Grayson, I'll show you some pictures later, but
How old is he?
2.5.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. So he's like talking and we're going to start potty training.
That's great.
All of the things. But he is,
it's great.
he is such a beautiful, beautiful boy with just such a great heart. But that is like, I just want to make sure that I'm around for him. So anytime I'm in my car, I'm like, I say a prayer.
Be
I
safe.
put my phone down. Like,
Yes.
stuff like I never, like how I'm alive now is a miracle because, you know, we were all so reckless when we were so much younger. But now that I have my son, like, I'm just like, I just want to be there for him.
What do you think was the most reckless thing about your youth?
Oh, man. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty, but I had severe road rage.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Really? You're a road rager? I don't really see you as a road rager.
I had such road rage until I moved back to the South.
I'm not a road rager.
Oh, I was.
I'm
I was like
terrified
Louis
of road
C.K., like you
ragers.
worthless piece of shit person. I'm like, that is not me.
Wow.
I really was. I would risk my life to prove a point. It was
Really?
really bad. Yes, it really was. And then I moved to Nashville.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know if it was like the Texas in me where you just can drive really fast.
Maybe.
And here you can't.
I'm
Like, you're in
terrified of
traffic.
I'm terrified of road ragers.
Oh, you would have been terrified of me for sure.
And I'm a terrible driver.
Oh, I'm a great driver. No, I am a good driver.
I drive like I'm on a go-kart track.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm not like that. But
I think I'm a good driver, but I hear I'm a bad driver.
I'm a great driver.
From my family.
I am a great driver, but I was a crazy driver. But
My
then-
wife drives.
Oh, she's the one that drives?
When we go
She's
places.
the one. I used to be that for my husband. I used to be the one that drove all the time. And
She
then
does that
finally-
thing where every time you're pulling into like traffic slowing down, she's like,
Put your hand right there. Puts her hand right there.
every time we think I'm going to drive, we pull over and switch.
She's like, no, I'm done.
yeah.
Well, I'm a good driver, but I had road rage. And then once I lived in Nashville, and really when I moved there, it was like a college town is what it felt like.
Yeah.
Before it like blew up. I know you've been to Nashville.
Yeah. It's really changed over
It's
the last
so
15 years. It's been
crazy.
Yeah. I love Nashville.
I love Nashville. I like to visit Nashville, but I don't know if I could live there full time.
Where do you live?
I live in East Nashville. I have a place in East Nashville and we have a house here.
Okay.
So we're back and forth because my husband's a lawyer.
Okay.
He practices out here.
What kind of law?
He does complex civil litigation. So he does like class actions.
Wow.
He represents, I know, I got myself a smart man. I
Yeah.
was smart. You know, I'm a musician and you never know when we're going to get paid. So I've got a consistent paycheck from my husband. And
That's
he started
great.
his own law firm. And so, so we're back and forth and we've been back and forth. But every time I go back to Nashville, it's become such a tourist place
Yeah.
that I don't think I can live there full time.
My brother lives there.
Does he?
My older brother.
Where does he live?
He lives in Franklin.
Well, Franklin's good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Franklin is nice.
It's a picturesque.
suburban.
Yeah.
Very.
It's a very nice life.
It's a very like
And it's close enough to Nashville.
he probably has a massive
He's got a-
freaking compound.
He's got a nice house. He's my older brother.
yeah.
So, but we're all really close. My twin brother, obviously,
Yeah.
we were in the band together. Well,
Yeah.
we're in the band together.
Yeah.
But we do everything together. But we all work together. And he lived in New York for 2 decades. Came out here for almost a whole decade, and then was like, I need to get my family to. He has a daughter. I want to go somewhere that's more family centric.
Well, don't look at Broadway Uncensored on Instagram because
No, I
that
won't.
is like
Now I'm going to.
you have to
Yeah.
actually. Like if anybody listening, like go on Broadway Uncensored if you want to know what Nashville is like.
What it's really like.
Oh my God. Well, at least, you know, Nash Vegas.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's good. It's good.
It's fun, Nashville.
Yeah. For like,
But you
I
gotta
guess
be-
that I'm in that industry so much. So it's like, it really is a small town. Like you can't get on a flight. I mean, you probably fly private, but us normal people over here.
No, I don't feel private.
Okay, well, the more you live in Nashville and you know the community, like you can't get on a flight without knowing
seeing
somebody.
someone,
You can't
yeah.
go to the airport without seeing someone.
Right.
So, especially me as a girl and an artist, when I don't have my wig on and my extensions and all of that, like it's very daunting going in that world.
I could see how it would be hard in entertainment to be a woman.
Oh my God.
I always think about how hard we live in a
And add mom to that.
and then a mom. Yeah.
Like, I mean, your wife, I mean, hello.
I think she handles it incredibly well.
Yeah.
Because we've been together for almost 17 years. It's 17 years in November. And I've watched her navigate the world with a lot of grace. Because it's interesting. People just create a narrative and then they just create a headline. And then that becomes another little talking point.
Yeah.
And then you go out and you're promoting something that you've created that you love, or you're talking to the world about something you care about. And they're bringing up these actually, they're not even real, but they're narratives that have been perpetuated and created by.
Yeah, so you're on the soup diet. So tell us about that.
You're like, I'm not on the soup diet. I've never done the soup diet in my life.
I actually eat hamburgers every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, yeah. And I think with women, we live in a culture that's so comfortable.
Yes.
Talking about what you're wearing, how you
Yes.
look,
Yes.
what we think you're doing to
Yes.
look that way.
The whole, Ozempic and
All of it.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to me that we're allowed to that someone's allowed to write
pressure
that.
that we have, for sure. The pressure is so bad. I was like, what is this Ozempic thing? I was like, let me just try this out and see, does it work?
You did?
I tried it for
How was it?
Oh my God. I just did it for a month. Not
Okay.
even a month. I did it 2 weeks. And you do one shot and then you do it again. And I did the second shot and it made me so sick.
Well,
I've never thrown up that loud in my life.
wow.
And that was when I stopped. So how people do that consistently, I have no idea.
I actually think these things are good things, right?
Yeah.
For the people who need them.
Who need it.
Yes.
My ass did not need it.
I would say from my perspective,
I did not.
I'm not one to sit here and judge who needs,
but I didn't need
who
it.
needs what.
I didn't
So
need
I'm always one that I don't judge. I really don't judge anyone.
Yeah, that's
if
so good.
If you're gonna do something, go do it. Now I'll tell you from my perspective if I think doing these drugs are bad or the information that I've received is, I'll say it's because I work with a lot of artists and I'm like, well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I think this is what usually happens
Yeah.
when you do that, right?
Yeah.
But it's your life. And if I can be of any support for your health and happiness, I'm
Don't
here
do
for
it.
that. But I'm not your father, so I can't tell you what to do. But I also think everyone's got to live their life and try the things they want to try and do the things they want to do.
Well, I learned my lesson, I can tell you that.
Sounds like it.
Oh my God.
But I don't think I think things get headlined as everyone's doing this, and I don't know if everyone is doing it.
Yeah.
And I don't.
I might say.
And I don't
a
know
lot
if
of them are though.
and maybe, but I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. I
Yeah.
don't know. We don't know yet because we haven't gotten down the road far enough.
Yeah.
I do know that from what I've read, they've been around a long time.
Yes.
These drugs, and it feels like for the right candidates, it really helps.
Yes. For the right candidates, not
Yeah.
it was such a vain reason.
But
I
so
did
personal
it.
though.
I was like, why did I do that? I never needed to do that.
Well, you felt like you needed to try it.
Yeah, I did. I was like,
I respect that.
I'm trying to compete with all these.
Well, that's the real thing that
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's like, forget that you tried it.
Yeah.
Cool. Like I'm sure we all try stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that made you feel like you needed to try it is probably the real.
That was the real reason. Yeah.
The real thing to look at is like, how does the world make me feel about myself or the world that I'm in?
Yeah.
Or that I'm trying to compete with maybe, or I feel like I'm trying to compete
Because I've
with.
never had I've had some people fat shame me before.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird? And it was like right after I had my baby too. I was like, wow.
That's tough.
It was. It really, really was. I had some people say some really, really mean things to me. So
I've gotten fat shamed before.
it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like back in the Renaissance era, like it being like voluptuous meant you had money. It meant you could eat,
Yeah.
you know? And now we're like trying to look like we're starving ourselves.
Some people.
Guys are still, but like guys, y'all are lucky. Y'all don't have the same pressure.
It's not fair. That's the thing is I have like a 20-pound fluctuation I could have.
Right.
If I'm like off.
Right.
If I don't have to.
Especially when you're in the studio.
Or like you're,
food.
the last 10 years I've been building things and it's not outwardly facing. It's like building companies. So I've been at a desk a lot doing like Zooms or lunch meetings or dinner meetings or whatever. And then you have kids. So
Pasta bar meetings.
And then you have kids. So when you're raising kids, you're not necessarily.
You're eating their snacks.
And you can't go to the gym like you.
No.
When I was in my 20s, like I get up, go to the gym.
Yeah.
And then go to the studio, whatever.
Yeah.
And then also when you're on tour, the way we used to tour, 300 shows a year.
That's the whole damn year.
And we would just and that's like a 2-hour workout every night. You're just like burning.
So you're in the best shape of
thousands
your life,
of calories. Yeah.
Like
you didn't have to think about it. You could eat whatever you wanted. And then you get older and you're like, you don't like just lose weight overnight.
Yeah. I think I also felt pressure because like I have, there's like the working mom influencers, right?
Yeah. It's
and they start the day with a little story. Are you moving today? No, bitch, I'm not moving today.
I'm not.
Yeah. I'm actually sitting here watching Cocomelon and eating my child's fruit snacks.
I'm eating whatever my kid wants to eat.
Yes.
I'm grazing on it all day long.
I'm eating Cinnamon Crunch and
I feed my kids terrible food.
I just want them to eat,
Nicole is like a very healthy person.
Yes, she is.
She just has an awareness of and an understanding of like she can look at something and feels to me like her
she's a Whole Foods person.
Yeah, she's
I'll
go to McDonald's. I'll take my kids to McDonald's.
McDonald's, mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that he wants, I will give him.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And I think I grew up on
Reese's Puffs, that's great.
Travis Scott Reese's Puffs.
Yeah, that's what you're giving your children.
Of course. I got the terrible cereal. We have this like
we're all right. We had that, right? We grew up on fish sticks.
I grew up on terrible food.
Like the canned mixed vegetables.
We also probably have like lead in us.
We've got a lot of things in us. A lot of
Don't we have lead in us? I feel like Nick said the other day we have like all our generation still has lead, or we're the first without lead?
You might still have lead from the paint and the gasoline.
Yes. Definitely have lead.
Like, how are we still alive?
I think
truly.
I actually think that the
my mom let my sisters chew on chicken bones.
We did too. We played with chicken bones.
My mom did the same thing with my sisters. Like, what was wrong with us?
I think it's something like, I don't know if it's spiritual or somewhere, to me, like somewhere in people's idea of God.
Oh my God.
And science, to me, it's all wrapped together, like the creation, right?
Right.
However you want to believe the creation. I
grew up Southern Baptist. So
okay,
you can imagine what that was.
Right. So I grew up in a very religious family, and
is it not the most traumatizing thing?
It's unfortunate because it could be it's such an important.
Did you go to like vacation Bible school and
all that? Of course. Oh. Christian camp.
Salty, the singing songbook and Odyssey, and that was my life.
The idea is good though.
It is good.
It's when people take the idea and start trying to apply it in places. Maybe it could be applied, but like it's the people that mess it up.
Have you seen Jesus Camp?
No.
It's a documentary.
We went to Bible camp though. It was traumatic.
We all did, If you go, it's called Jesus Camp. I think you can see it on Hulu. And it was released in 2006. And it is like, it might be a little triggering to you.
It probably is, but.
Like you see like a 6-year-old literally sobbing his eyes out talking about the sinner he is. I'm
You
like,
having
what are you
fun?
a sinner of? Like,
We went to Bible camp this
you're
year.
6 and you're like,
So how did you end up in country music? Is it just because you're
well, I
grew
grew
up in
up.
Texas
I grew up listening to it. Like my grandmother loved Dolly Parton. Like
Loved Dolly Parton.
So my one grandma loved Dolly Parton, and my other grandma loved westerns. So whichever house I was at, like I watched westerns with my dad's mom, my grandma Dee, and she loved Walker Texas Ranger. She called him Chucky Baby is what she called him. So I watched that with her. Then we'd go over to my other grandma's house, and they all lived in like the Waco, Texas area. I know.
Yeah.
David Koresh. I know. And
a lot of kids now wouldn't likely know that, but
they
of
wouldn't,
course
but
I
we know.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it was just like
that's my,
crazy.
yeah.
I remember seeing tabloids, and he was calling
Wild.
himself Jesus.
He's
It was
wild.
like
He's
weird,
wild.
you
Yeah,
know?
dude was wild.
So
Terrible.
And so I would go over to my grandma's house, and she was really poor, and all she would have were like the Roots VHS tapes, along with like Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton duets VHS tapes, and she would also have Fried Green Tomatoes and all these Southern movies. So that's just what I watched, and I grew up in an era of Leanne Rimes, and I wasn't like a. It's so weird that you just have to pick a genre. You know, like we love all music. It's like it's weird that you put yourself in whatever box that makes sense for you. I just liked voices. Like that's what I loved listening to. And I loved Leanne Rimes. I also loved Dolly Parton, but I also loved Whitney Houston. I loved Good Charlotte. Like I just loved music, and I feel like that's what it is today. I was working with this woman who wrote books, and she wrote screenplays, and she wrote like Bring It On and Stick It, and her name was Jessica Bendinger.
Okay.
And I was singing demos. I was living out here, and I was singing demos, and I was going to school.
At what age?
I was at 24.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was here, and I remember I was doing some demo work for her, and she was like, Mickey, like, do you sing country music? And I was like, well, yeah, I love country music. Like, what do you mean? And she goes, you sound so country in your records. Like, would you ever consider singing country music? I was like, well, I would love to, but there's nobody like me there. Like, what?
Yeah.
There was literally nothing.
Especially, then it's like, it's crazy.
Like, they didn't even have Darius at the time.
Yeah.
Like, all they had was
I
like Charlie
love
Pride.
Darius.
I love Darius too.
He's so
awesome.
iconic.
He is. He is.
He is like, what a guy.
What a guy.
What an artist too.
Yes, he is.
And what a legacy of
to
life.
then to go and have this massive country career.
Because Hootie and the Blowfish was country to me.
Very much so. Like Mike Dungan over at Capitol, like that's why he signed him. Because he said that that's country.
But the 90s was so
and that's what country music
weird.
sounds like now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know people love Darius, but I feel like one day I believe it will be under a microscope.
Uh-huh.
It will be written about the influence that guy's had on music.
Yeah.
Period. Certainly he's loved, but I think there's so much credit due to when you think about 90s radio, rock.
Yeah.
And as a whole world, it's still just kind of, to me, we're realizing how important. I mean, of course we know that music was important, but I think it's like there's something about the legacy of music.
Yeah.
Weaved throughout that. And he was
in the 90s, that was
such a piece of that part of the fabric.
Yeah.
And then what he's done in country music, but that's only because we perceived Hootie to not be country. It was country to me.
But he was, yeah.
So his legacy of music, I just think he's brilliant.
Yeah. So at the time, I think it was like divine intervention because, I was out here. I didn't know exactly what I was going to be doing. I just loved music. And after Jessica was like, you could sing, like you sound country to me. And I was like, well, I love it, but I don't even know how to get there. Like how does one even get there?
How do you break into country?
Yeah.
It's a world that is.
And so I randomly knew this guy who used to be, or was Nick Cannon's DJ.
Okay.
From Wild on Out. His name is DJ D-Rec.
Okay.
And he knew a guy named Julian Raymond, who at the time was working over at Warner, and he was, I don't know, VP of A&R. I don't know what he was doing. And he introduced me to Julian, and I started working with Julian. And then he introduced me to my then management that at the time they'd managed like they're called Lady A now.
Right, Lady A.
Not Lady Antebellum.
Right.
But Lady A. They managed Keith Urban They managed Faith Hill, Dwight Yoakam. And so I started working with them. And the next thing I know, I was out in Capital Nashville. And at the time, I was like couch surfing here because I knew I was going to eventually move to Nashville. I just didn't know how to get there. But I did a demo, sang for the president at the time, Mike Dungan, who then was chairman, who's now retired. But I sang for them in their office during CMA Fest.
Yeah.
Which I feel like you should be a part of CMA Fest or something.
I love country music.
Yeah.
I have so many friends in country music.
Yeah.
People don't look at me as like a country
You're
guy.
totally country vibe. Like, have you not been listening to like Hardy and stuff?
But
like
that's the
like,
thing is, to me, like modern country is guys like me who were fans of country.
Yeah.
But maybe felt like we weren't allowed to come participate.
Oh, they would freaking die over
then
you guys.
I think it's evolved now to this new country.
Oh, yeah.
Is like, it is everybody.
Yeah.
Because I go to country shows. I'm friends with a lot of, Luke Combs is like a really good friend of mine. And we have a funny, we have a funny like connection because we think we're related, but
That's so funny.
Somehow.
Yeah.
But I have been a fan of his from the beginning.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of guys in country that I love going to country shows.
Yeah.
Love the audience.
Yeah.
The
audience is so great.
Being in the crowd.
Yeah.
And I
It's
think
a thing.
yes, but the label country, it fucks up things sometimes because people start trying to tell you what country is.
It's
I'm like,
so
I don't think
weird.
that's true.
I just don't like that is one thing that bothers me. Is there's so many different forms of it now. Like it's gone to it's expanding into so many different worlds. That
well, if you listen to some country songs now, modern country songs, I always hear songs that could have been on our record.
That's what I'm saying.
All day.
All freaking day. Like I listen to stuff, I'm just like, I don't know. Like people are so quick to tell. They don't do that in any other genre.
No one even thinks about it.
Nobody even thinks about it. But in country, someone's always trying to say, you're not country. And you're like, but why?
Like to who?
Like to who? Like I like legitimately, like I know like I'm a city girl now, I guess you could say. But I used to have a thick ass Southern accent. So much so that my cousins in Georgia, I worked because my cousins from Georgia. Okay, Georgia, we're making fun of my accent.
Well, because to me, Atlanta is like such a metropolitan.
Yeah.
Georgia it's interesting. Like, but yeah, a heavy Southern accent. I like it, but of course, if you have
people made fun of me so bad. Like
I had a Maryland accent.
Okay, so you worked through your people made fun of you too.
Yeah, because you'd say words and people would be like, "What did you say?"
Yeah.
Boot.
Yeah, and I was like so Southern, y'all. Like I really was.
Yeah,
I was.
That's a lot more charming than Maryland. Maryland,
but
we
like,
have
don't
these
you
words.
love the Brothers Osborne? Like they're so great.
Yes,
there's a whole vibe of.
There's a real accent though that comes out of there.
It's true. They don't really have one, but I don't know why they want to call like there's so many people that want to say what is and what isn't country.
Yeah, they have a lot of time on their hands.
Like America as a whole is country.
It really is.
Period.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go, whether you're in Bakersfield,
go to Seattle.
Like just
you'll find it.
I'm anywhere. Like there, like America is a Southern. Like everybody, you'll find a pocket of it there. So that's what I lived, and that's what I grew up, and that's why I did fall in love with country music. Like, but again, I fell in love with all music. Like I loved Shania.
Yeah.
Like, I recently opened for her.
How's that?
It was awesome. Like her audience is so diverse.
Yeah.
Like you have everybody from the conservative side to the left side to, left, right. Yes.
That to me though is country. Like that's modern country. I that's the thing that I like about it.
Yeah.
Is you actually have a large group of people that are coming together with something they agree on.
Yeah.
It's when we start weaponizing things against people that we don't know.
Like when you weaponize God,
man, that's evil. I think it's evil.
There was a minute there where I was getting a lot of online hate for calling out racism.
Okay.
And the things that were said to me,
just pure hate, pure evil.
Some of the most atrocious things that anybody would ever say. It was like the road rage person that I was.
Likely someone who, if you looked at their presentation of themselves on their socials, that's all we can go by, right?
Yeah.
If we don't know someone.
Yeah. They always had a Bible verse.
They present as this loving, that their ideal in life is love, right? Which is God, right? The idea of God and God, you know, my belief anyways, and it says it in the Bible, that God is love.
That's it. Period.
So they present this, but then they fire hate bombs.
Yeah.
It's so strange to me.
Yeah. And like I would look and it'd be like some forgiveness Bible verse or like a cross or something. I'm like, the math ain't mathin'. Like this makes no sense.
The math doesn't add up.
It doesn't add up.
Also, you're a person, from what I understand, you experienced a lot of racism in your early life.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah.
Moved around schools and stuff.
I lived in Crawford, Texas, near former President George Bush's ranch. And we were supposed to go to China Springs. That was the public school we were supposed to go to. And we had some family friends that their selling point at that school was that there were no black kids that went there.
God.
So I actually went to a private school, an all-white private school. And I mean, even in my neighborhood, the neighborhood I lived in, the subdivision that was literally right on, we were the only black kids in the neighborhood. My brother and I were playing outside and two kids rode there and the school bus were hanging out the window and they started calling us the N-word.
That's terrible.
I know. I was like 10. But it's taught, like those kids.
That's the other thing with kids, in my opinion. They don't just
repeat what they hear.
They just see it and they repeat it. Then it becomes real because they grow up and they become real people in the world, and they make, at some point, kids become conscious.
Yeah.
And they make decisions.
Yeah.
And choices.
Yeah.
And likely repeat the models that they grew up in.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've cussed in front of my 2-year-old son.
I don't really have a problem with.
I don't either, till my son was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like,
"Fuck."
Yes. Fuck. I said, "What did you say? You said truck?"
No.
And you were like, "Shit! You said sheep. You said sheep, Grayson." And he used it in the proper context, and that's when I knew. I had to like.
I tell my kids, I don't care what words you use; it's how you use them and when you use them and how you're.
I mean, obviously, he still hears me, but yeah.
My kids aren't big; they don't cuss a lot, but I do believe it's more about how we use the words. And so if you're excited and you're cursing, that's great. If you're using,
Dad, guess what the fuck I did?
Yeah. So you're in an all-white neighborhood in Texas, going to an all-white private school.
And then an all-black church.
Literally, you're the only black kids in your school. Is it you and your brother?
Me and my brother and my 2 younger sisters.
Wow.
And in my grade, we had 2 others. 2 other.
Okay.
But it was just us.
How did your parents deal with that when you tell them that?
You know, I wasn't one, like kids, a lot of times they keep it internalized. Right. And like my mom heard it. She was outside. She was the one that recalled the memory where I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that. It would happen so long ago. Sometimes I think, like, especially in the South, you just kind of just carry on because that's all you can really do. Like you can't.
That's crazy.
It is. It is really crazy. I did get called the N-word at a country show. Nobody stood up for me in that moment. I was the lone wolf in that moment.
Where was that?
That was in.
Was it just once or was it more?
It was just once.
In New York? Upstate? It's pretty crazy upstate New York.
Yeah. And I was like, it was crazy. Like the person who I couldn't see who said it.
Right. It's a crowd.
But he was like, everybody's waiting for and I like looked up.
That's fucked.
And I looked up because I was doing an after show signing, and I remember looking up and I couldn't find him, and all I could say was I just said God bless you, and you heard people in the line to meet me. You heard a gasp,
right? I wonder why no one says anything. I wonder why everyone's standing there. You think it's
I think
initial,
they're being completely mortified.
right?
But I'm not a confrontational person when it comes to me, but I don't care where I am. If I see someone bullying someone,
That's me. I'm not confrontational, but
for
if
myself, I will
say
stand
something.
up. Yeah.
I'll say something.
And it doesn't matter.
I'll remove them.
I will straight up be like, don't talk to them like that. Like, that's me.
I'm
Instantly.
I'm so not confrontational.
Yeah.
That when something sets me off,
I
go
down.
over the top. That would probably be my road rage. If something like that happened in my presence,
Yeah.
I would physically remove the person.
Yeah.
So that could be a problem in itself because, you know, anything could happen. You never know who that person fucking is. But,
you don't know what they have.
But
what state you're in.
It would snap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nobody said anything.
It's fucked up.
It was.
How do you recover from that?
I recovered. It's like my career path has been so weird, and it recovered in such a weird way. I recovered by really trying to make sure that there was a space for Black people in country music and a space for queer people in country music, a space for any person that you think is different in this genre of music.
Right.
Because we all have dreams and they're valid, and we need to see someone in this space that represents us so that we know that dream can come true.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of how I coped with it. You know, first of all, I started talking about it. I'm not angry by any means. I'm not mad at whoever said that. But I mean, it was so long
That's
ago.
big.
I mean, what do you do? You know, you can't, it's like they're the ones that look bad, not me.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. You did. And so I've truly tried to fight to make sure that people have a space, because that's important, that they feel safe in that space.
Don't you feel like someone that would say that lives in like a really shitty situation? Like I would be like, fuck off, go back to your hole.
Yeah, I've told people to fuck off, go back to your cubby hole.
Go back to your little fucking hole wherever
that is.
Whatever hole you live in, that's okay.
Like you have to be miserable to say that.
Gave you the confidence to say that has to be a little fucking delusional hole.
Yeah.
Because, or your fucking frontal cortex is not
there.
Doesn't exist. It's so underdeveloped.
Yeah.
You are just dumb.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I see people that are operating on such a low level.
Yeah.
You're either not right in the head.
Yeah.
Developmentally something wrong with you.
Yeah.
But that's not okay. Like you're living in like a dark place.
Yeah.
And you have an underdeveloped brain.
Yeah.
That you think that you can come into the group here.
Yeah.
That's all here for this positive experience and disrupt it like that with just pure evil shit.
It is. That is pure
toxic.
Evil. Yeah.
You know, I have zero. That's where I get really angry is like where someone who actually doesn't function on your level.
Yeah.
Can pull you into their dysfunction.
Yeah.
And all of us, because it shocks everyone. And now everyone's looking at the dysfunctional tool who's full of shit.
Yeah.
And they've suddenly gained some sort of relationship and access to the group that's decided we're here to do this good thing. The problem with the world today, maybe, and I'm working it out in real time as we have these conversations, is that they have access to that, to us.
Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Group.
And that's the hard part about social media too, is they do have access to say whatever they want.
And to have standing on some level.
And I guarantee you most people, you see them. You see the comments. Like no matter how much you try to avoid it, there'll be one day where you do see it.
Of course.
And those words live on.
And they live forever.
They live on.
It's a memory you're
talking about now. Even if you're just like, people are like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're like, no. Like, no,
I get it. I'm not worried about that person.
Yeah.
It's what they said.
The words. Even when you know it's not true.
And you'll probably, because you're an artist, go even further and go, how many people is that reckless, terrible psychopath hurting? How many little kids can't stand up for themselves? How many people don't feel like they have a platform to stand up for themselves? How many people have to take that or feel like they have to take that?
Yep.
There's truly we don't as humans have to do anything we don't want to do.
Nope.
But people would argue, yes, I do, because I have bills or I have a family or I have, and I understand.
Yep.
It's why I think we have to build out lives where if we want to speak up, we can.
Yes.
A lot of people feel like they can't.
But they can.
Because they have a dependency on the job or there's aspects of their life that they feel out of control of.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done.
It is easier said than
But
done.
I always encourage people to try and diversify their life, whether it's financially or socially, however it is they feel like they can't survive if they lost that thing.
Yeah.
Try to build out a life where you could survive if you lost.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
you're
that's
not.
the sad part when people have financial dependency on whatever that is.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm proud of my husband, who's a lawyer who defends.
Sounds like a smart guy.
He's a very smart guy.
And
And he defends the little people, not the corporations, but the people that can be taken advantage of, especially like immigrant workers that don't realize they have rights in this country and are treated like a modern day slave. It's absolutely atrocious, some of the things that he sees, and he fights for those people. So,
Isn't that interesting though? You ended up marrying someone who is a protector.
Yeah.
And almost a strategic mind
Yes.
to defend people he feels and groups of people
Yeah.
that he feels need to be defended.
Yeah.
He committed his life to this career path. That's what he does.
He does.
Every day, every week.
It's like, it means so much to be married to someone who's so compassionate like that and has a brain to be able to separate. Like for me, I'm a very empathetic person. I'm an empath.
You take your work home with you.
Yes. And the words like hit me
But he
way
separates.
harder. And he's able to separate that. So even in my own respective career, at one point in time, he started his own Twitter account to defend me. Like there wasn't a tweet that didn't get a clap
A
back.
response. Love it. Hey, you know what?
They were probably bots, but he still was clapping back. He sure was.
He's got conviction. Tell me about your song with Kane Brown. How did that happen?
So I, my at the time managers recently signed an artist. Do you know Tyler Hubbard from Florida Georgia Line?
Yes.
What an angelic human.
What a great guy.
Like you look at his persona from FGL and
Yeah,
just
Florida
which I
Georgia
loved
Line.
all their songs, but like you looked at him, you think this frat boy from Georgia, like whatever. And when my managers had signed him, he took an interest in wanting to write with me, and I'm like, why the hell does this guy want to work with me? And he's actually like an extremely talented songwriter.
Super talented.
Like super talented. Whenever
Really
you're ready to get Charlotte to do their country record, you should write it with Tyler.
That's a great idea.
I'm just saying. Like I'm putting out the ideas. I'm firing away. Anyway, so Tyler,
I really like Tyler.
have you met his wife, Haley?
I think briefly.
Equally angelic.
Yeah.
Like they're like just salt of God's green earth.
Yeah, good
like
people.
they're good people. But anyway, he was stepping away from doing like just duets, and he had this song that he wrote with BB Rexa that he wasn't going to put on his
Who's also
recent
very
album.
nice, BB.
I haven't met her yet.
She's very nice.
but she was really nice to give me this song.
She's a sweetheart.
Like I want to meet her.
You would love her. Yeah,
I would
she's a
love to.
sweetheart.
BB,
Yeah.
where you at?
You guys will meet now. I
Yeah,
know you
we will.
You put it out
We
there.
will. We're putting it out there. And I just love what she stands for, and body positivity and just being a badass bitch.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they gave me this song and I just loved it so much. And we really still thought it would be a stronger of a song as a duet.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know who in country music that I could sing with. I had no idea.
Right.
And the now chairman of UMG, Cindy Mabe, suggested Kane Brown.
I love Kane Brown.
I love him.
He's cool.
He's such a painfully shy person.
I wouldn't get that from him, but I'd have never met him. But I'm a fan of his music. So
this Good Charlotte Country album. He's another person that you should collab with.
We would die.
Like, die. I'm putting this energy out there, okay?
I've always wanted to make a country album.
I'm putting this out there.
I've never felt like I could.
You will be right at home.
I've always been afraid of rejection.
They would love you. Are you kidding me? Like, you would be a dream come true to Nashville. Seriously. I'm dead serious. Well, everybody would come out of the woodworks for you.
I don't know if that's true.
It's true.
But I think we have a great relationship with country.
They would love you. You would be like a dream come true for sure.
I think we're truly fans of and have been forever. And my brother lives down there, and we're opening an office down there.
Okay, see?
We're working with some really cool country guys.
See, I'm putting it out there.
We tend to be more in the artist development.
Great.
So we like to find artists.
Oh my God. Well, if I find
there's a really great guy named Ryan Waters.
I don't know Ryan Waters.
Just check him out.
Okay.
And then there's another guy. Do you know Michael Warren?
Probably.
You would love Michael. He's got a song called Another Round.
I do know that song.
He's such a good songwriter.
Yeah.
And
don't you love the songwriters out there?
Best.
It's the best in the world.
I love country songwriters. Yeah. And there's such a culture of songwriting that's kind of, it's nice to think that talented people could find places where they can thrive. And I do think that Nashville has this like incredible community of people who are literally, they want to be songwriters.
Yeah.
Some of them want to be artists, but there's tons of people there that
are passionate about songwriting.
It's a culture.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's like very family oriented.
Yeah.
So you go in and write at 11, you're done by 4.
Yeah,
4 or 5. And then you go to Redwood or Winners and Losers and have a little drink. And then you go home and you're with your family by 6:30.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it is really, really nice. But so when my Cindy Mae suggested I ask Kane Brown, and I have a really hard time taking up space. Like someone described that in the best way possible, but like I don't ever want to bother anybody.
Right.
So it took everything in my being to hit up Kane in his DMs, and we follow each other. Like it's not, and we have a great rapport.
I'm the same way.
That's so weird.
I will not ask anyone for anything.
Why are we like that?
And yet I'm excited if someone asks me.
I would be. It's like it's an honor. When's your birthday?
March 11th.
Oh, I'm June 7th.
Pisces.
Okay. I'm a Gemini. So I don't know what that means. But I thought maybe if you were a Gemini, like it would make sense. But I don't. It's gone.
It might just be artistic.
Maybe it's artistic. Shyness. Maybe, or maybe it's the religious trauma. Maybe it's that. Maybe. That could be it. So I hit him up and I slid into his DMs and he said, send me the song. So I sent him the song and he said yes. And I was like, great. And then awesome. Nothing for months because he's so busy.
Yeah.
And so when he said yes, I was like, okay, great. And then I didn't hear from him for a long time. And then I was at a show at the Ryman and I ran into his manager and she came up to me and she was like, Kane really loves this song. He really wants to be a part of it. I was like,
send it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the stems. Put something on it. Nothing. The next thing I'm getting a message from my A&R being like, hey, so Kane is in the studio right now. He's going to send the vocal over now. That was probably like 4 months later. I was like,
it happens when it happens.
Okay. I'm not one. And so meanwhile, my management's freaking out, not knowing what's going on and wants me to bother him to get more answers. And I'm like, if he wants to do it, he's going to do it.
Yeah, there's
an organic... If he doesn't want to do it, I'm not going to keep just knocking on this person's door.
Yeah, there is like a feel, right?
Yeah.
To how you do things.
Yeah.
And in music, there is an organic nature to like how things happen.
Yeah.
And we could talk about it for 3 years and then it happens, or we could talk about it and do it the next day.
Yeah.
It's hard to say when a song's supposed to be.
Yeah.
When it's supposed to be born.
Yeah. And this was like in 2022.
Okay.
So, and we're in 2023 now, almost the end of it. So it took like 1.5 years for this whole process to happen. But we finally got it out. We shot the music video and it is just... And we sound so great together. So when you guys
sound good together.
You just never know. You never know how voices are going to sound. But it was like a great, like our voices meshed really well together. And I was just so excited. And it organically happened. The music video was awesome. And we had his video director and videographer shoot the video, and it had this really cool like old town Star is Born kind of a feel.
Yeah.
And it just really turned out great. But then you have to think about it. We're both on different labels. I'm on UMG. He's on Sony.
Right.
So the legal part was like,
it's litigious.
oh my God.
Yeah, it can take a long
was
time.
just like,
Everyone's arguing over who
oh
gets
my
what
God.
on the back of it. And,
yes.
yeah.
And trying to get Randy to finally say yes. He's chairman of Sony Nashville. So getting him to say yes.
Come
like,
on,
it
Randy.
was like, I know, like, I mean, we were all going from all sides, like just trying to get an answer from him. And he finally said yes. And here we are.
You ever just want to call Randy and go, Randy, listen, dude, I understand,
Yes.
but let's make this happen.
Yes.
What can we do?
Yes. But
That's
there's all this ways of doing things.
There's a lot
It's
of
just
people in
like,
between.
oh
could
my
be the hardest.
God.
That
It
could be-
seemed like it was like such an easy thing. It's like, oh, great. You'll have this song out together. It was like a 1.5-year process.
Yeah. I'm glad they worked it out.
Yeah.
Because it's a great song.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Do you have another one in mind? Are you like, what's the next one?
Next song?
Yeah.
Oh, I have
What's
a
the next
whole
dream?
I have a whole album of things. I've actually started getting into acting too.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm a little actress, which is something that's really awesome. Like I'm releasing a short film that was a passion project,
Cool.
but it was by some of the people that do The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And it's a short film that they're working on getting it into Sundance.
What's it about?
It's called The Principal, and it is a movie about cyberbullying, which is actually very close to me because I have been cyberbullied, and it's a pretty traumatic thing when that does happen.
It's scary.
But yeah, and I'm the principal, and so there was one kid that was like the hot white jock dude, right?
Right.
And he comes through the door in the Bardo State. And then another guy comes in the Bardo State, he was Asian. So it really said a lot because of all the Asian hate
Right.
that has been happening throughout the pandemic. So there was a specific lesson. And he could be gay, you weren't sure. So it just
Right.
represented a lot of things. So he comes through the door and they're like, why am I here? And what they start seeing in the Bardo State were all of these social media posts that it looks like it's just in the air. I guess you
Right.
could say but it's on a big screen.
Right.
And so you see all these social media posts of this guy bullying people, and some specifically were to the Asian guy. And what you
Right.
find out is he ends up committing suicide. And he committed suicide because of this guy and all the cyberbullying he was having. And then the father comes in. And so what you find out in my movie was that the white kid that was bullying the Asian kid was actually bullied by his father.
Right.
And then you find out that his father was then bullied by his alcoholic mother. So it's an all chain of reaction.
The
And so it's-
generational.
the generational curse, really.
Yeah.
And so you're showing them break that, and they understand that, and they see that they have to forgive not only the bully, because you have to forgive the bully because you don't understand and you don't know what happened to him in his life, which goes back to what we were talking about earlier with cyberbullying and people that are so mean in the world and whatever. And you have to ask, like, what happened to them, which is crazy. But this is what that film is.
I think those kinds of things are great.
Yeah.
Because it does give you perspective.
Yes.
To help you understand why someone would be so terrible.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do next?
Well, I'm going to continue
TV?
putting out music. Yes, I would love to do some film and television. I'm going to finish this album. Hopefully it'll be out by next summer. That is my goal, as we know.
Great.
Just
That was
really
awesome.
enjoy talking to you.
That was
Truly.
great.
It's been you're a badass.
We'll see you
Next
down the
time.
road.
Yeah.
I'll come to a show.
Absolutely. I love that.
Awesome. Thanks, Mickey.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Artist Friendly. If you really liked it, you can follow, like, subscribe to the show anywhere you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.
Bad times.